So I think one of the most compelling and kind of clear illustrations of how scarcity can affect how we think and how we act comes from some work by my colleagues actually, where they wanted to understand, how does our thinking change when during periods of that are relatively flush, when we might have more cash on hand versus periods when we're experiencing more scarcity. And they did this amazing study where they worked with sugarcane farmers in India, and the main thing you need to know about sugarcane farmers in India is that for many of them, there's kind of one big harvest during the season. And you can imagine that right before harvest, times in the household are relatively lean. They've spent the proceeds from the previous harvest, and now they're waiting for the influx of income that would come after harvest. And what these researchers found was that just before harvest, they had these farmers do a series of cognitive tests that try to get at, for example, fluid intelligence or something like we'll call it cognitive control, your ability to kind of switch between different tasks. And they found that just before harvest, when times were lean, that these cognitive capacities, our mental bandwidth goes down. And then once you get that influx of income, now you sort of start to see people having more mental bandwidth to do some of the hard thinking that's everyday life kind of requires.